All right, folks, we're at Lalacrafts place. We're over in Razorwind. And what do we have here? So first off, we have this obvious, like, look, kind of this kit bashed whole tent kind of skin thing going on. But we pan out, oh, that's pretty. So first off, we have like some watering stuff going on down there. Hostas do great in every situation. So it looks like those are thriving. But right up front here, we haven't really seen, I tend to see more houses from founders than I do in Razorwind, which is kind of a shame because Razorwind has some awesome environments. And in this case, we have what it's funny. I've seen so many places, but I haven't seen a whole lot of just straight up beach houses. And this is it. We have like this really light colored, natural looking vibe over here. This is awesome. This is very, very good. I like how this is all coming together. So we have like the big old market tent that is providing like most of the skin for this house. And you can see up front how the construction's coming together. We have our logs, we have our giant thick platforms, big beams, and more platforms right up front here. And you can see like how it's using the different texture. Like this is using the more rugged texture. This is the more folk texture. So they made like this little distinction here. And then you climb up to this porch area. Here's the way you probably get into the house. Yeah, that's how it looks. You have these big old privacy screens to act as very lit up windows. Nice stuff with the banisters. And then as we go around, we'll pass by the little watering thing again. Right behind it, a couple more greens to sort of set the mood. And then up top, you have a bunch of, looks like upside down canoes to help like skin this top area here. Yeah, so this is like this is a really cool tent sort of setup. I like this a lot. Yeah, very, very charming. Yeah, so let's go inside and see what we got in this apparently one-room house. All right. Holy moly. Okay, I did not know what to expect. This is like one of the last things I expected. Beach house up front, but apparently it's hiding a space. Dude, this looks badass. Holy cow. Okay, this is the whole room. Wow, this is very, very tight. So wow. Okay, since this is all we got here, let's start breaking things down. Wait, is that? The boss is here too. They're just hiding, but I see your puppy. Ha ha ha. Anyway. Okay, so the screen is screaming at me. And I know what this is. This is a void table. But ooh, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here because they needed multiple tables here to create this sort of effect of like traveling through space and all that. So here's like, I'm just guessing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like maybe 9 tables are being used for this. That's so cool. Like it's so well done. And I think these look like just beams that are creating the whole window, because otherwise there's like this, there's a lot of clip that you would find here, a collision, but boy, they made this really clean looking. Oh, that's badass. That's so sick. That is so sick. Okay, so panning back a little bit, which I don't really have room for. We get to this console here, and oh man, there is just innumerable things here. Like I got to turn the highlight on so we can just see everything. So here we have like the drill, I believe, and the highlights. It's gonna do its best to try to show everything off, but there are some things that will just overlap, so it'll be like kind of tough. So yeah, so here's like the drill thing. Here's like a bed, gnomish bed, is over there for like more piping. You have this beam for the base, and then back here you have like just the couch, just parts of the couch that are being used the front of the couch even. Oh, that's very interesting. So I guess it's high enough that the rest of this couch is below here, and we can't otherwise see it. We have like the fences that are used for the piping here. Yeah, so notice, like, at least on this side here, we have beam number 1, beam number 2 that provides like the foundation, all right? And then we start stacking stuff on it, you know, to sort of like skin it. So they set up this whole frame, you know, we can call this like sort of a frame. And then they just put stuff on top and like, does this fit right? Great. You know, and just kind of went from there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Right up top here, you can see these 2 curved tables that are coming together. You got your treasure chest, it looks like that's up top, string lights and everything. And then the console itself. Let's get a closer look at this thing. So the surface that's being used here is just a crate, you know, just to make a sort of blank-ish kind of surface. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then you have like just little things to create textures with. So there's like a order hall map. There's that whole rotating void thing. I don't even know what this is. Is this like multiple crates? Oh no, those are multiple glass bottles. Oh, that's dope. That's so cool. So they clipped little tiny bits of the glass bottle. So there's like 1 and then there's 2 or something like that. And then this looks like just a barrel thing. This glass thing here, that's the bottom of a bottle. Very cool. There's what I'm guessing is like the bottom of a rug plus the enchanting glyph. And then this surface here happens to be the bottom of a barricade. So that's how you have that surface there. Wow. Just wow, dude. Hugely impressed by this setup. And I love that there's like this bit of clutter as well. You know, so here you have like your table, you have another barrel that's just being jammed in there. Another one of these like doohickey things that are on the side, facing even a crane. I don't know why you have a crane in here, but why not? Why the heck not? And then back here, okay, I'm curious about the door. So I think these are like the bottom of different tables, it looks like. So yeah. So here's like here's like 1 table, and like here's the bottom of it. And then this right here is just 1 more table. And then a giant like gear looking thing. Yeah, that's sick. Surface-wise, we're on top of some weapon platforms. This right here is just a big table. Ah, very cool. Damn. Just, And this is with a budget of 400. You know, so not a whole lot is actually in here. But there's like, oh, and there's the loo. Oh no, that's sad. That's not good. Wow. Oh, what's this beam here? Not too sure. That is, okay, that's the sconce there. I'm trying to go around it though. Can I go up here? Okay, that's just another chest. Got that, but I'm trying to get that. I think I should know what this is. I think I've seen this before, but I can't click past the light, which is a shame. Oh well. Oh wow, this is great. Awesome. I'm pretty sure there's no like secret summon or other here. This is just kind of it, because I think I see a wall back there. Fantastic. Well done. It's too bad this is just a 1-room build, so you have to like dismantle it and whatnot if you wanted to like turn this into like an actual cockpit of like a giant starship or something like that. But hey, once import export comes in, you can just take this thing, rip it out, and then plop it down somewhere else later. That's sick. That is sick. Yeah, I think it is part of the weapon rack. Yeah, really neat. Really neat build. Thanks for showing us. I'm still like this screen though. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. I've been wanting to like get something to achieve a look like this. I just wasn't sure how to do it. This is the blueprint. This is how to do it. Yeah, sick.